we're trying something a little bit different today. Recently, we uploaded the very first sequel for Triggered and Mindblowing for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We did that because the game has had so many substantial updates and DLC that it honestly felt necessary. So today, we're gonna do the exact same thing, but for all the other Switch games I've made videos on that have had DLC or free content. So with that, let's go. Warning! The following video is over-exaggerated. Most opinions shared aren't accurate to my thoughts and feelings. Nintendo, I can't believe you've convinced me to play Mario Tennis Aces again. How did you do that? The new filters are super cool, but I wish we could actually play the game with them. So instead of a new DLC kingdom, we got Luigi's Balloon World. Mario's most popular 3D Mario only got some tiny side content. And yes, it is fun, but sometimes people put balloons in the most impossible spots. Half the time, the balloons are in the same repeated areas over and over again. The Labo VR mode is interesting, but it lasts for like 5 minutes tops. All the costumes are cool, except the mini-bosses. Like, they're such lame picks. I mean, I get it, but that'd be like if we got the costumes for every Koopaling. Who would actually want that? 8 billion updates later, and we still can't skip Pearl and Marina telling us what stage is in rotation. And we still can't play Salmon Run anytime we want to. Some of the stages are way too linear in design. Linearity just forces everyone to fight in the middle, and there's very little options besides that. Matchmaster Station with a Rapid Blaster Pro. I mean, what more do I need to say? All Eye Station is an absolute pain if you don't play as slow as a sloth. As cool as this map screen looks, it's very hard to find specific levels. Girl Power Station is ridiculous too. You have to defend this orb, and it's absurdly hard to keep up with all the Octolings while also making sure it stays intact. The secret final boss. What the f***, Nintendo? Why does Rabid Donkey Kong sound like Bowser? Rabid Cranky can barely walk, supposedly, then proceeds to use Beepo as a segue. That makes sense. This puzzle is literally just Simon Says. 14 characters were released after the game came out. Why on earth weren't they here from the beginning? Also, why do we just have Fire Piranha Plant? Like, couldn't we swap that in the regular costume at least? But hey, there are actually costumes you can get, and most of them are boring as hell. Mario unlocks his usual attire, and same with Luigi, Wario, Waluigi. Like, why not just have these from the start? Why wasn't Ring Shot in the game at launch? And same with Boo Hunt and Shy Guy Train Tussle, although I'm forced to use motion controls, so I'm not that upset about that. The only interesting new character is Ninja. I could care less about the others. Why couldn't there have been more courses like New Donk City? Look, I appreciate the large number of holes to play on, but this is Nintendo we're talking about here. Golf with your friends does a better job with variety than them. We've got a Haunted Mansion, Candyland, a museum, and so on. This is just sad, Nintendo. You should be at least on par with these guys in terms of creativity. Here's some footage of one golf course, and here's some footage of another. I didn't showcase the same course. No, I showed you Balmy Dunes and Spiky Palms. Spiky Palms is a new course, but you can't tell the difference from the other desert one. We never got a new game style. And no, the Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom doesn't count. Look, I got nothing bad to say here. All the updates were fantastic additions. All I really wish was that the Mario 3D World style was interconnected with the original 4 styles better. They really had to patch in the ability to swap the camera controls. Also, Mario 64's audio still lags, and it'll likely never get fixed. I love how GameCube support was also added later on. How such basic functions weren't implemented from the get-go absolutely baffles me. So instead of some new courses for Nintendo's most popular Switch game, we can play the game with some cardboard. Boy, does that make me so happy and joyful. Of all the Nintendo games to have free DLC, why does this one cost money? It's just Captain Toad. They didn't even bring back the Wii U exclusive stages. This is basically our Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Yippee. Oh no, the Boo flips your screen. Why didn't Scare Scraper get DLC? That was the superior multiplayer mode. The new Scream Park minigames are fine, but it stinks you can't play them online. When did I start playing Kirby Air Ride's Top Ride? Ah, so the DLC is essentially all free roaming. Why couldn't the whole game be like this? I don't think this is supposed to happen. 150 Diglett? What is this, Korok seeds? Do we really need something like XP Charm when XP Share already exists? I can't believe Mustard is using the Joy-Cons when a Pro Controller is the better option. John, can we replay that Slowpoke animation? Oh my god, it's so awful that it's actually just the best. Okay, I love that I can pick between Bulbasaur and Squirtle, but why not also Charmander? I'm guessing he's available in Pokemon Sword, but that's still kinda lame. I hate Avery. What an entitled asshole. Wow, we have to pay money to have Pokemon walk around with us, and it only works in the DLC. And the Pokemon behind you are so slow. It doesn't even feel like they're nearby. Cubfu evolves by looking at a scroll? What kind of sense does that make? That'd be like if I looked at a box of raisins and then I just turned into the raisins. You made me spend 100 watts to see a Staryu. A Staryu! If Peony wants to adventure with me so badly, why does he run off without me in a place that I've never been to before? You know, Sonia, maybe if you were dressed appropriately, you wouldn't be so cold. If a graphic designer saw how this text looked, they would freak out. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Jacob. It's really amazing how they brought back so many characters like Adeline, Dark Meta Knight, Marks, and many more, but all this stuff came out so late. It's yet another Nintendo game where it doesn't make sense to delay the content by several months. It's great that you added online play years after people stopped playing this game, but what about new boards like we actually wanted? It's really sad how much ARMS fell off. The theme song still slaps. Springtron, huh? How creative. How about Ribbon-tron next? Whoa, wow, that one's crazy. I'm sorry, but Lollipop is really creepy. For real, just play new Pokemon Snap. They gave us free updates for crying out loud. That's about it for all the games I've covered over the past 4 years. But 2022 is coming, and honestly, I think it's going to be a big year for Nintendo fans. But with that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next year. Why am I standing up? I'm just going to stand up because that seems appropriate to do. Okay, I'm done standing. Thanks for watching to the end.